This is a video to demonstrate why our gutter products are the best. Here we have an example installation of a Gutter Glove Pro gutter guard over our seamless aluminum gutter in white with the K-style. Here we have a roof anchor installed, and we have water rolling down into the gutter. The very fine stainless steel micro mesh keeps out all of the debris. Our company doesn't just do installations, we also do year-round maintenance. So we not only see all kinds of gutter products and gutters that have failed, and we know what works, we also want to install a really high quality product that when it is on your house for a long period of time and we're coming back to visit and clean your windows and touch things up, we know that we've installed something that's good that we won't have to repair. We want to do the best job, and we want to do it right from the first go. This is an example of a seamless gutter section. This sheet of aluminum comes from Gentech, a local supplier here on Vancouver Island. It is a thicker gauge aluminum with a 40-year paint protection warranty. This gutter will not fade and it will not fall off. This is a gutter that we've recently removed just last week for a client, and the reason was to install brand new gutters. Now here's ways that we differ. So first of all, the big point here is the hangers. This is the screw that we use. This is what was on there before. This is a 1-inch screw. Then look at the hangers. They are flat and bendy. The hangers that we supply also come with a little lip, which adds extra strength and rigidity to these hangers and makes them last a lot longer, makes the whole gutter integrity much stronger. This gutter, the reason we removed it was because the paint was faded and it had begun to sag as different areas of the screws had failed. These had rusted through, some of them broken off, and there were areas in the gutter that were quite low. And so the client needed us to remove the gutter system that they had and upgrade to something newer that would actually last a really long time. Often, the big difference that we see with gutters that have come down off of the roof is that the gutter installers have used lower quality fasteners. So this is an example of a couple screws that we often see on gutters that were installed cheaply and quickly. They look good for a number of years, but the screws here on the right rust very quickly. On the left is the type of fastener that we use. It is much thicker metal, it does not rust, and it is also a longer screw. So the gutter is very strong and very well held onto the roofing. A common problem with gutters that are installed is after a few years they fill up with water and the screws rust and the fastener and the gutter begins to come off of the building. Our gutter guard products are also the best. This is a very flimsy aluminum style gutter guard that has just these drilled holes. Now you're going to pay quite a bit of money to install this, and every couple years the gutter will fill up because these pine needles that we have around British Columbia, and also the sand from the shingles, the granules that wash down year over year, will penetrate these and collect on the inside of the gutter, grow algae, and eventually clog up and cause a problem. So then you'll have to remove this gutter guard, clean inside, and reinstall it again. And that's if the gutter didn't fall off. Now they also install flat, like this, with a little bit of a shelf, which actually creates another gutter on top of your gutter, meaning debris will collect on top and you'll have to go and clean the gutters anyways. So it negates the point of having a gutter guard at all. Our products are much thicker and stronger and last basically forever. It's bomb-proof, bulletproof. It's a machined anodized aluminum with a stainless steel micro mesh, and we can see here if we scrape some loose granules down, they will not penetrate through your gutter. And then finally, the gutter guard is installed at a slight decline or incline, which means that the debris and the leaves that are collected on top of your gutter guard will be able to blow off in the wind naturally, and you won't have as much maintenance to do. Now, of course, on your roof there might be chimneys and skylights, and debris can collect behind these things, and you'll still need to blow that off, but much less regularly, and you won't have a clogged gutter problem. Also, you can see that the lip of our gutter guard is nice and flush with the gutter, and although there is a little bit of a lift on it, a little bit of a rise to stop the water from spilling over the end and actually catching inside the mesh, it's not so much that it's creating a shelf and collecting more debris on top. The sections that we install come in 5-foot lengths, and the mesh overlaps over the end, so that way when the gutter guard sections are joined together, there's really no gaps in between. The gaps between the metal here are filled in with caulking, and when we cut a section, we install metal flashing and extra mesh to make sure that the gap is bridged and there's no way for any debris to get in. So it really is a long-term solution that is maintenance-free. Corner sections are sealed in with this little metal flashing, and our guys go the extra mile of putting little lips on the flashing and really crafting a beautiful design that works. Little details like this, not adding a little lip, for example, will cause the water to spill over the end on the corner, and this translates all the way through the installation. These little details really matter in the long run. When you get this gutter installed, you won't be able to tell the little differences, and you're going to end up having to maintain this gutter. You're going to call people to repair it, to fix it, to reinforce it with new screws and new hardware. On the surface, it may be hard to tell these differences, but we take the extra time and care to install your gutter and roofing products with love. We want to install something that's going to last a long time and that we can be proud of. We use higher quality materials and we install them with care. We're not cutting corners for speed and cheaper materials. We want to install the best. We want to do the job right. We want to have to do it just once so that it lasts a lifetime. To make sure that you have something that is done right and is done once.